Fine day to you, gentlemen. So, welcome back to Paleo-friday. Today we're gonna be checking the carboniferous swamp simulator. As far as I know, this project is pretty much dead, but I thought it would be interesting to take a look at it. So as you can see, this is it. These are all the settings you get. So you look around while holding the left click, and you move around with classic controls. So it may be a little glitchy and laggy. So that's why we have the right click, which resets our position. So the really good thing about it is, let's say I want to know more about this plant, so I click the eye and I click the tree, and there's some information about it. So this is the scale tree. You have some basic information. You have the metric system and the American system. I've forgotten how it's called, but 3 million years, and you can rotate the model as well. But some plants don't have the information, and as I said, this project is pretty much dead. So I have it on the lowest settings because the project is pretty unoptimized. So we have a medulosa growing with a woody stem and leafy fronds. This seed fern may appear to be just as normal or strange as any other plant you've seen here so far, but don't let its exterior fool you. Apart from its unusual internal arrangement of vascular tissues, its seeds can be fairly large, up to 6 centimeters, and their pollen is giant as well, up to 300 milliliters long. So he posted some work in progress on the forum of the models and texturing, and as you can see, it's pretty flickery back there. I do not know why, but I'm trying to find small calamites. No. There is. So the backstory of this of the project is the dude that made this lived near a coal mine, and he found a lot of carboniferous fossils, and that's why he decided to make this. So yeah, it's kinda sad that there are going to be no updates for this in the future. I would love to see some animals in this. There we go. So this is one of the missing text models. It's Valchia, however you want to pronounce it. And yeah, so when I first booted this game, I thought it was taking text from Wikipedia, like a randomly generated code or something. But it's all handwritten. Yeah, so here's another one. The sigil area has no text, but it is really interesting to look at this because, you know, yeah, I think we already looked at this. So there are a lot of settings here. So we can change the time of day, the view, and some specials. So toggle wireframe, toggle show bounding boxes, rendering information, toggle full screen. Well, this is much better, but the FPS is really suffering. So we can change the camera, reset the camera, or take a screenshot. So this is right. So this is day, as you may have noticed, and we're gonna turn it to the evening. That's really cool. I wish more games had a little animation in between the light change. So the atmosphere changes immensely, and what happens when we switch to night? We get a little flashlight, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. The cool thing about the flashlight is that it's actually in the world, meaning if we go into the different view, we could see where the player should be. So I'm just gonna find a little island thingy, or this, right? So we're on this log, and then I'm gonna switch the view. There we go. So this is the forest at night. There we go. So this is where the player should stand. So that's why there are a lot of visual glitches in the water. But there we go. So I think we could go up and oh, what's so we get some work in progress stuff, I guess. I'm not really that big on programming and game engine, so I don't know what that was. I presume it was something with the lighting or the player placement. So we're gonna look at the evening. And so these are the missing info, if I'm correct, yeah. Shame. So this is how it looks like at evening. I think you could get really nice screenshots from this. And then let's try daylight. The skybox changes as well. Yeah, this is really nice. As I said, it's such a shame that the development on this stopped. There we go. So there are some small. Well, hello there. Something is telling me that this isn't supposed to happen. What are we even supposed to be? A dying plant. Well, it looks like it's in a lot of pain. So the dying the dying plants have multiple models, like this one, I guess, and they have the same description. All things must come to an end, though the plants in this forest have a slightly different end in store for them. So it just talks about how they're gonna change into carbon and coal. So damn, this is really weird. So I wonder if anything is as glitchy as this. Doesn't seem like it. Well, I'm gonna try to find some other dying plants, and here's one. So you see, it has the same description as all the others. There are some in the water, if I'm not mistaken. Here's one, and then the what's it called? And there should be some dead calamites in here as well, and I'm going to attempt to find them. But yeah, so this Saturday, no, the last Saturday and Sunday, there was the largest mineral, how would I describe it, an mineral fest, a market, I guess, the biggest one in Czech Republic. It was in Tišnov. I met some really nice people there. I get myself an ammonite, a trilobite, and what was it? It was an Albertosaurus bone that was, yeah, an Albertosaurus bone, which was a cool find. I saw some really nice trilobites, like really nice. I don't know if you probably know those trilobites that are really detailed with the cutting out part. So the guys that cut them out of the rock spent tremendous amounts of time on it. You could see its feet, you could see everything. So of course the price tag was horrendous. It was, to put it in perspective, I could buy a used car for that price. Then there were some foreigners. I think they were from Slovakia, perhaps Poland. But they had some. They had Wow, this is weird. So they had a turtle head, a fossilized one. Oh, there we go. So we found it. So this is the last. Yeah. So this is the last model for the dying plants. So there are three descriptions for them. I think this categorizes as well. Yeah, but they're just the two same models we saw earlier. You can walk up on these, by the way. Can't. I swear you could. Oh, this is just getting weirder and weirder. There was a lot of Spinosaurus teeth, which I thought was really weird because Spinosaurus did not live in the locations they were from. If you don't know, I live in Czech Republic, as I stated, and we have mostly trilobites, and there were dinosaurs in Czech Republic. If you know Zdeněk Burian, the famous paleo artist, then you would know that the dinosaur was named after him. The dinosaur was found in Czech Republic. It was classified by only one bone. in the entire Czech Republic we found one dinosaur bone, which is really weird to me, because like we know that the dinosaur we found was a Czech species, and but he would have to live alone here, and like that's, excuse my foul language. So there were dinosaurs here, but there's only one bone found, which is really weird. We had our fair share of pterodons and mosasaurs and turtles and all that kind of stuff, but I do not remember anyone talking about Brontosaurus, which is really sad. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Paleo Friday. I was hoping to publish it on Friday, but it's looking like I won't, because of time constraints. So I'm gonna try to have this published on Saturday. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing week.